In today's video, I wanted to provide you all with 10 tips that can and will help you succeed in Call of Duty's DMZ mode. Now, do know that you will not be an unstoppable force overnight, but with these tips, you will improve every single run and have the greatest chance for success. So without further ado, let's dive in and let's talk DMZ. Tip number 1, familiarize yourself with the maps. Understanding the layout of the maps is crucial in the DMZ. Knowing things like where choke points are, where camping spots could be, and areas where enemies, that being AI or other actual players, can approach from will help you plan out your strategy accordingly for that particular run. So be sure on every single run to take your time and pay attention to those surroundings like never before. So on every single run, be sure to pay attention to anything and everything. Tip number 2, you want to pick the right loadout. Choose a loadout that best suits your playstyle and the map you're playing on. For example, if you're playing on Al Mazrah, a sniper rifle with a support weapon may be more effective, while on a smaller map like Ashika or Building 21, an AR with an SMG or shotty may be better. With that being said, remember to take your playstyle into account. Keep to your strengths, avoid weaknesses, and plan accordingly. If you are not about that aggro action, then stick to your lane, player. Tip number 3, you want to stay mobile. Keep moving around to avoid getting caught in one spot by either enemy players or the AI. As I'm sure you are already aware of if you've played some DMZ, the AI can mob you, especially if you're trying to post up somewhere. Staying in motion can help avoid this. Also, if you are getting mobbed by AI, then other players will recognize that the AR are drawn to a central point and begin plotting on you, unless they're friendly, of course. But if I'm you, I wouldn't bank on that. This also can help you flank enemy players and catch them off guard if they are the ones drawing the attention from the AI. Tip number 4, you want to use cover, and use cover everywhere. Reason being is because AI will aimbot you, well, within a certain range, and the gunfire you are attracting could begin to come from other enemy players as well. If you make proper use of cover to avoid enemy fire, you are putting yourself in the best position possible to survive and plan your next course of action as you move forward. Tip number 5, you want to communicate with your team. Communication is key in the DMZ, okay? No ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you don't want to communicate, then I would encourage you to solo no-fill, all right? Apologies if I sound harsh in any way, shape, or form there, but it's the truth. If you aren't on a mic, that's totally fine. Give me something, type in chat, or shoot, ping around like a psycho. I would rather that than nothing at all. The more info that is given and received in the DMZ, the better. Tip number 6, you want to use your equipment wisely. Tactical equipment such as grenades and smoke grenades can be crucial to mass wipe or escape from AI in the DMZ. Since restock opportunities do not grow on trees, be sure to use them wisely in order to gain an advantage over the opposition. Tip number 7, play your objective. In DMZ, you should always have an idea on how to approach whatever respective mission you are going to tackle before you even drop in. Once loaded in, communicate your mission, how you're going to go about it, and then handle your business. Getting sidetracked can be super easy, I will be one to admit, but always remember what you're doing there. Sometimes you have to let the other players live and go on versus picking a fight that could completely disrupt the flow of your run. Don't be that person. Tip number 8, you want to be sure to watch your back at all times. And look, I know this may seem obvious, but it can be so easy to turn your brain off since you are around so much AI. Always, always, always be aware of your surroundings and pay attention to AI behavior since they can give you info on nearby teams. Remember, the opposition can approach from any direction, so be prepared to read the situation and react quickly. Tip number 9, you gotta practice your aim. And look, I know you may think you don't really need to do this for the DMZ, but trust me, aim can save your entire run in an instant. Whether if it is getting headshots on an armored AI or sniping an actual player to take the heat off of you, take some time to practice your aim and improve your accuracy. Trust me, trust me, trust me, it has saved me on numerous occasions and it will do the same for you. Tip number 10, last but not least, you want to analyze your gameplay. After each game, take some time out to analyze your own gameplay. Think about where the run may have went wrong and how you could have better approached the mission or the situation at hand. Always look for areas where you can improve and make adjustments accordingly. And look, don't worry, we all have them. Trust and believe it. We do. This will help you for sure become a better player in the long run. And remember, you don't have to always watch your gameplay. You can take mental notes and have a little bit of a self-reflection period as well. Either way, always play it back, analyze, and get better. And folks, that'll do it. 10 tips that will help you succeed in the good old DMZ. Thank you all so much for coming and watching. And until next time, we are signing out. Peace.